of Mare Oriental. It's not here. It is January the 22nd, 2013. And I got a really good one for you.
Similarities.
Of Mare Oriental crater reversed over the South American continent.
Look at the eyes.
And this one, I couldn't believe it when I seen it. I haven't used this image of Mare Oriental since I thought the moon was really the size they say. Okay, so here you go. Ready? I gotta find it here. Make sure I get the right one up here. I've done a couple since then, I guess.
Compare the moon and the Earth.
Right here. Okay, this is not the best image. Obviously, they don't give us good images of the moon surface. I mean, you know they have them. They just don't give them to us. So we get what we get. But anyways, check this out.
This is a hexagon. South
America. You see this? See this line that comes around? There's like a line here. It comes down to like a point almost right here, and then this line comes down like this, right? See that? And it kind of goes like this. You can see lines around the edges of this, right? Like
yeah, it's a reptile face.
Okay, and it comes up and out this way.
3 eyes.
And then right here, you see this line that comes around, curves around, comes back right here. Now watch.
Another 2 eyes.
Let me back it off just a little bit. Take a look at this area, in the dark area there. Okay? See that? Okay, and then you can see that right there, right here. And you almost think that black area should go with that area that has that hole or something, but it doesn't. It goes right there. I looked that up close. There you go. There you go. I mean, you got to understand why they don't give the pictures to us. They don't give the pictures to us because they don't want people to everybody to just outright know this right off the bat. I mean, it's simple as that. I mean, they just don't want to destabilize the society. You can think of the first reason they didn't want to tell nobody was, of course, all the gold in the earth and everything else, diamonds. This would help them find that.
Oh my God!
As I've said 1,000 times, but check this island out right here too. See this big thing here? Look at this. Now it's a little. You can see how this is the same shape. It's a little bit off compared to how. I mean, it's the same thing. It's got this long line. It's like an arrowhead shape right here with the little hole, in the center, little dot in the center there. This is the same thing right here. Same thing. Can't always get everything right on the money. You got to figure if it hits, it's not just going to leave a perfect print, but you can see the print pretty good.
Oh come over to this coast line, just check this out. Same thing I did.
All this here.
Okay.
You see this? How this line comes in right here, and it's right in the right spot, right there. I mean, you need a big screen to see this. If you're using a small screen, you might have problems seeing it. But look at this right here. See this where this curves in right there? You see the same thing right there in South America. Same damn thing. I mean, it only takes a little bit of common sense to be able to see what they're leaving out. Okay, you can see enough to. You can see enough. Now I'm going to show you a couple more with this crater.
You see the reptilian eyes, and that's an hexagon.
I mean, this is what it looks like. For a long time, I used that other image. This is, it shows a lot more than this one does, but maybe I should just show this one because this is what people see when they look at the moon pictures. Anyway, the other one doesn't look exactly like this.
The mirror image.
Okay, look at that. Look at South America there, people. Look at that.
Reptilian solar system built by them.
Look how big it is. You know how big the moon must be? I mean, look at this. This is in the right spot. This is all lined up, so it's got to be right. It's got to be to scale. It has to be to scale.
The moon is too big to be a satellite. A regular satellite.
See, there's something there. Here, I can see it right here. Look. And here it is, right here. Circle right here.
Look at
throw this stuff in there, clouds and stuff. Maybe there was clouds there that day, but I don't think so. But you can see the circle anyway, right here. They throw that in there to throw that edge off. You can't, it makes it hard to see. You can't see it from, but it's a huge circle right there. Check it yourself. You can check this yourself. You can get this image off the internet, reverse it, flip it over, and put it on the Earth. There you go.
Exactly.
It just shows the moon is at least the size of Mars, at least. I mean, if you look at the moon, here, let's just go check out the moon. Here, I'll show you right now. Check this out. We'll come back to the Earth in a second. Check this out. If that crater is that big on the Earth, you seen how big it was? I measured it. It's like 3,700 miles from one side to the other. Let's just round it off to 35, all right? We'll just round it to 35. Here you go. This is how big it is on the moon. So, if this is 3,500 miles from here, I did it from the outer edge. It might have been from here, this outer edge. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But even so, it doesn't make any difference. Look, I measured right now 520 miles. Okay, and I didn't even measure it that wide, that far across. So that means if it's actually 3,500 miles, just think of what this is. This is another 3,500 miles, and this is another 3,500 miles.
12,000 some.
So there's your planet X, right there. There is your planet X. X means secret. It means it's a planet, and that's what they're trying to keep secret from you, is that the moon is actually a planet. You know, the prints are showing it. I mean, I'm not trying to make a story up. I'm just showing you the prints on here show that. And if you can't, if you can do this yourself,
well,
I can save this picture. Go take this picture right here and do the same thing. Put it right in the same place. The island would be right there in South America, and I turn it. It'd be like this. Just it'd be backwards. That's right. It's backwards. So it'd be this way on the moon. It'd be like this. But anyways, you still see the same shape. There's South America right in the center. Just the center of that is the size of South America. So how they say the moon is like 2,000 miles. I mean,
no, the size
so
of
funny.
Africa. I never
so
believe
funny
that.
how easily we are fooled.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really that funny, but it's so true. Here, let's check the weather. I didn't even check the weather with it.
Take the sky, take everything off. You see?
Look at the weather fitting there too. The weather reveals more than the actual crater does sometimes. Sometimes the weather will reveal more of the actual impact than the NASA images do. It's ridiculous.
Check it out.
And what they give us are just a joke.
Yeah.
I watched a thing the other day, Tour of the Moon or something like that, or directly from the moon. Those images they give you are totally computer generated. There's no way. No way. Those are actual photo or video footage. It's maybe some kind of computer generated video footage, but it's not of the actual surface. They're using some kind of special camera or something. I don't know. It sure looks fake to me. Okay, and I have this set up over here too in Indonesia. Really well. Really, really well.
The coral sea, there is a part that is exactly like the moon, the northern part of the moon.
Okay, so here it is. Again, same size. Same size. Look at that. Look at that fit. Okay, let's just go through it in detail. What detail they do give us. We can check it out right here. Look at this right here. I see something right here is coming out in that same place. And then I go up this. I follow this crappy line that they give us.
Reach of the hexagon.
I mean, it looks like somebody just like put ink spots on there. It's so ridiculous. If you go up here and you see this curve right here, that curve. Okay, that's right there. I see it. Seems to be right in place. And I can see where this comes down too. Right there. You see that where that one comes down? Right there. I mean, they give us the worst quality image they could possibly give us. This I can see this V shape. Just barely, but you can see it. I'm using a 42-inch screen, so
I got a 55-inch I'm looking at right now, and I'm telling you that these people have been bullshitting off from day one. That's why they will never reveal a high definition of anything, because then you know everything. There's eyes all over the place in space and on the moon, on Earth, on every single planet and moon. There are tubes all over. There is on the moon. There is a huge structure right here on the right side. gigantic structure that is like dark blue or purple. But the tubes, and there's like millions of eyes everywhere. They look like stars, but they're not. They're eyes. There's freaking reptilian eyes. And this is a huge hexagon. And that hexagon deal is everywhere. And you're not telling me anything new. And the ocean is covered with structures everywhere. That's another thing they're never gonna tell them. I've been finding them everywhere. Look at the eyes right here, the reptilian eyes. I mean, you don't have to be a magician to know these are eyes. Look at that shit. Pair of reptilian eyes with another pair underneath, right there. The camera is running out of juice. So, let's see what else you got.
Maybe we'll see it a little bit pretty good. Right here. Okay, that's there. And then we come up here and we can see Japan right there, I think. I think this is this area here. I think that fits in there pretty good. You know, that little crater right there might go right over that lake right there. To be perfect or something, it would probably go right there. Not really sure, real positive, but I'm not going to move it. It's good enough right now. Actually, this right here, I might want to move. No, I don't want to move it. Because you can see this right here, this whole disruption, all these mountains right here, you can see.
Perfect.
Same shape. Same shape. And then it comes over here, where India is. You see this blast pattern come straight out to India right here. Watch. Right to that spot. Creates that cove, creates that spot. Right there. You can see it burns all the way through right here, and then it stops right there. See that? I might have it a little hot, a little too high, but maybe not. I don't know. It's good enough. Like I said, you can do this yourself. So you can check it yourself. If you want to get it perfect, do it. To me, all I need to see is the outer edge and just the basic shapes and things in the right place. And I'm pretty sure when I see that I'm pretty confident at what I see. From what I see with my own eyes, I'm pretty confident. You know, what I'm seeing is actually, what's in front of my face. I don't have to, make it up. But look at this. Look at this. I haven't even checked the weather with this yet, but look at this weather fit.
Oh my God, fit perfect.
That's coincidence, okay. Look at this. So the weather's the right size, the crater's the right size, everything appears to be the right size. See, I don't think the weather, I guess if the Earth grew or whatever, or stretched out or something after the impact. I mean, because if you're saying the moon is 2,000 miles, that means that the moon is about as big as this hole right here.
Exactly.
Okay? Well, then you got to account for the rest of this picture. I don't know how you're going to do that without just having it the real size, just the actual size. There's almost the size of the moon right there. Right there. There you go. There's the size of the moon. They say the moon is that big. I failed to see how the Earth could grow that much. I really do. Especially since this is not the only crater that's hit the Earth. Every side of the moon has hit the Earth. Okay, and the moon has always been this size every time it hits. Every time I measure it, it's about 4 times the size they say it is. It's probably bigger than the Earth. I mean, you've seen the little hole. I showed you the little hole it puts in the side of the moon that's just like nothing. You guys still have the whole moon to go. It's only 1/3 the size. So there you go. There's that one. Look at that weather fit.
This is good. Yeah, the weather was killing. It fits perfectly.
Look at that. Fits right in that little spot there. I mean, you can see how it goes like down to this. It's like a V shape right here at the bottom. It's exactly the same shape. Up here, we can get in close up here and see if we can see any detail here. I can see how it fits in right around the edge there. It goes there. And then I got Hawaii. Let's see, Hawaii. Pretty sure I got Hawaii right too. Pretty sure. That's why he's right here. No, it's up.